Hi guys, it's DeeSims here again with another speed build. Today I bring to you Great Bones. This is absolutely my favorite house I think I've ever built I've ever built in Sims history. I'm sorry if I'm whispering. It's kind of late here. It's 3 a.m., almost 4 a.m. So I don't want to wake anyone up. But I am so very excited for this house. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I had so much fun building this house. I think this was really fun to make. So, as always, I always have some kind of inspiration for my builds. And I was actually watching Little Fockers. I had to slow that down so I wouldn't say something else. But I was watching Little Fockers and they were moving into their dream house, and they called it the traditional four square home. And I did some research, and these houses are actually very popular. I've seen them before, I just never knew the name of them. And I researched them, I researched floor plans, and then I made like a general like picture in my head of how I wanted things to turn out, and it was absolutely everything I wanted. The only thing was I wanted to limit myself with the lot. And I did this on a 30 by 20 in Newcrest. You can also see the other two recent builds I made. The Flower Shop and Cozy Comfort is right across the street. So all of my builds right now, I'm doing them in Newcrest, just to, not to fill my neighborhoods, because in all of my active gameplays, my Newcrest neighborhoods are filled. But I have a build save game, and I just want to fill Newcrest and then possibly go into other neighborhoods and build some more there. I don't like to I don't like to necessarily delete my houses unless I have no more space. So with this house, with these builds, these next couple of months are going to be in Newcrest. In no particular order, whatever I feel, inspires me. So right here, we're starting on the bones of the house, which I'm very excited about because, like I said, this came to me watching Little Fockers, and I did some research, and I really loved how they turned out, and I never realized how much potential, just seeing things and you can just bring them to life in The Sims is pretty awesome. So I was watching this show called, oh my gosh, what's it called? It's called Rehab Something with this little blonde, energetic lady. I can't remember anything right now. Rehab Junkie or Rehab Addict, I think it is called. It's on Netflix right now. And I watched her entire series, and she's all about restoring old Victorian-like houses. And that was kind of the storyline for this build. So this house, I'm saying, it's really old, but it had great bones. So there's this like family that decided to renovate the house. So this house is a complete renovation, but some character things still remained, such as on the outside, on the exterior, you see the roof stays the same, the columns, even the foundation. So altogether, the house has great bones. Also, the architecture of the window bays and things like that, and also by it being on a small lot, because you could uproot a house. I mean, I don't know how, but anything's possible. So I know there's a way we could have. Of course, we could have done this on a bigger lot, but I wanted to limit myself. I was actually going to do it on a 20 by 15 lot, but I don't like building in areas that are blank unless it's, of course, the first build. So I decided to go with the 30 by 20, which was a great idea because I thought in the beginning it was going to be a little cramped, which I want because I told you one of my goals for this channel is to do the perfect like cramped living like style house. I'm just gonna wait around for more furniture. Maybe, hopefully, we get some kind of apartment pack or something like that. I really want to do a compact living house, so like a lot of things in a small area that are have multiple functions. So that's kind of my goal. But for right now, this is what we have. And the backyard, I just thought was so small, And I thought about it. Like this house would generally be like 10 minutes away from the city and like you wouldn't have that much space. So I felt like what they did in the backyard with the renovation helped. So the storyline of this house is the bathrooms have beautiful marble black and white tiles, and that doesn't change in the house. Like they told the kids, like you guys can decorate your rooms and bathroom walls however you want, but the floors stay the same. Also in this game, the toilets and the sinks in the bathroom are completely the same, just different colors. So if they wanted to do like, I want a brighter bathroom or a darker bathroom, they had that. So some of the bathrooms don't match because the kids had the in the storyline the kids had the freedom to do what they wanted, but the floors had to remain the same. So as we go through this video, you'll see a lot of character, which I love because I think it's hard when you're doing a renovation because like the house is modern and very contemporary family living, but it's up to date because generally these houses would have been built in the 60s, so a lot of the regal Parisian furniture that we have in the Sims would have been perfect for this. But we decided to renovate, which I just love. I just thought it was a great story, and then as I was building it, I was like, this is just like a perfect backstory for this house. Like someone who like appreciates the architecture but wanted it to be a little bit more up to date. So, like I do in all my videos, I always list my struggles, and my struggles with this video, with this build would have to be just knowing the limit between this is a renovation and trying to maintain some kind of character. Like I tried to do a lot of shelves in the house because generally these houses would have a lot of built-in units, but um, we're not that equipped yet in The Sims 4 for that. So I try to do the best I can. I love these columns. At first I was a little nervous about them because um, generally with these houses, the bottom of the columns are more triangular, but I switched out the columns because I switched out the whole siding type thing. At first, I was gonna go with this like dark brown and dark colors, but then I remember this is a renovation, so this is where you kind of see where it starts of what to keep and what to leave. So it was actually it was a challenge, but it was a lot of fun just to think like, what's my limit? So I would say they put in traditionally these houses will have a nice rugged stone path. So we decided to modernize that with brick. So we have a nice brick pasture and a lot of greenery, but this is kind of different from my normal landscaping. Um, it's spacious, so I like that because um, I would think in this house back in the day it would be jam packed with flowers, but the challenge here was actually, modernized with, keeping some of the character. So it was really fun. So much fun. So here we go in the backyard, and it's a very small pool, but I feel like, you know, um, the pool is a great thing in The Sims. I just wish it was more interactive. I just wish there was more like Marco Polo for the kids. Maybe you can do water aerobics or, even have little floaties or pool toys, but they just flap around and get an athletic skill and get their fun up. I mean, it's great, but I just wish it was a little bit more interactive. I know like with The Sims, we always find ourselves asking for more, but I just think that they're small things. Maybe they should add like a real life simmer to their maybe when they sit down to have their meetings, they're like, hey, what do you think, regular simmer? And they're like, I think we should have bunny slippers for kids as well. And that finally came. I was like, why do the adults have bunny slippers? They're not even cool like the kids are. But, I just wish we had that person who would give a little bit of our insight. But the gurus are great. Like, I don't know if you should definitely follow the gurus on Twitter because they're freaking awesome. And they get a lot of our questions answered and they get us updates and stuff for things that don't work. So If you ever find a major issue with a game, forums aren't helping, try tweeting one of the gurus. My favorite guru is Guru Graham because he's awesome. So yeah, but I love The Sims. I just love all the things that they're coming out. I've heard a lot of complaints about all of the stuff packs coming out back to back, but if you think about it, it's the version of the Sims 3 store. So because we don't have a Sims 4 store, I don't know if that would ever come out. I think this is their version. And of course you don't have to buy, you don't have to buy every stuff pack. But I love the options. The only stuff pack I don't have is the spa one, and that's one of my favorite ones. And it's only because I'm a broke college student, but it's okay. I start work on Monday, so I'm very excited. Um, I'll be working my dream job in a theater as a production assistant, so I'm so very excited. So videos might be a little less frequent, but I'm gonna get them out as soon as possible. The only thing that holds me back really with videos are recording because my house is always very active and very loud, and I share a room with my little sister, so I don't want to wake her while I record. So that's why I'm whispering a little bit, but she's a heavy sleeper. So, yeah, I just really love the options that they're giving us. I'm gonna stop talking for a second. I really love the entrance. Like, the foyer, really, Diane? The foyer? It's very interesting because it's not really anything there, but it just complements the home. I just feel like if it went straight into an open floor plan, it would definitely take away some of the character. So, definitely tried to bring that in with the beautiful huge staircase as soon as you walk in, as well as the columns. So those columns weren't actually going to happen, but there's not a three wide door frame. So like um what am I? Those oh gosh, I can't think of it. The openings, you know what I mean? The arcs. There's not a three-way arc. So I kind of just made one and I really liked how everything complemented it with the I can't think right now. Those posty things on the side of the columns. You're probably yelling at me like, you're an idiot. But yeah, I really liked how that all turned out. It really adds a ton of character, and I didn't notice it. It adds so much character. You'll definitely see it in the screenshots. And here I am, just getting the bones of the house together, which was my favorite part because I actually knew what I knew what I wanted to plan out. So it turned out great. One thing about these houses, which I found in the floor plans, is that almost every room had a bathroom. Like in the 60s, everyone must had to pee all the time because there were so many bathrooms. Like not just in this type of house, like in any house. Like it would be like a two-bedroom house with like six bathrooms. Like why? But I even put a bathroom up here in the attic. The attic is my favorite because it's a whole bunch of nothing, but you can use it. So it's awesome. So, this house turns out to be 3 bedroom, 4 bathroom. No, excuse me, 3 bedroom, 5 bathroom. But there is a lounge area for the kids, so like a mini great room for the kids on the second floor, so they're not always downstairs. And there's also an attic space up here with a bathroom that can easily be extended into um, a full bath right now. It's just like a powder room. So there's a powder room on the main floor, and there's a powder room in the attic. So I actually put a blow up mattress from Outdoor Retreat into the attic, so that definitely can be converted into a bedroom. So this can easily be a 5 bedroom house. If you wanted to take out the great room, because the living room is very spacious, but I wanted the kids to have their own separate area. I'm thinking of a family I can put in here. Probably, I'm getting attached to one of my kids in my 100 baby challenge video, well, my gameplay, so I'm thinking about moving them into this house. So I am very excited about this house. So one of the bedrooms is for teenage girls or, you know, little girl children, and it's 2 beds in there. So could be a this could be a 6 to 8 sim family home. So yeah. definitely check that out. If you guys are looking for a 100 baby challenge house, I want that task, but I only feel like I'm going to do it if someone asks me to do it because it's a huge, huge build. Um, so if anybody out there wants a 100 baby challenge house, if you tell me, I will do it. It might take me like 2 weeks, but I will so do it. I actually found my house by great Simmer Lexi, Simi Lexi or Simmer Lexi, I can't remember. Sorry, girl. But she makes fabulous houses. They're beautiful, so much detail, and I know it takes a long time, but I actually downloaded one of her houses and kept it moving because I was not trying to make my own, but I would definitely make it for you guys. So here I am doing the dining room. It's such, oh my gosh, I just love these colors together, the light greens and the mint green and the light blues and the tan orangey type. Oh my gosh, I really love how it looks, and the neutral toned wallpaper just ties everything together and makes it look so modern. And oh my gosh, those hardwood floors. I don't know if you guys read description of items. I only read them if I don't know what it is. And I found this beautiful floor and I was like, why is this so glossy and like so oily? It looks like someone like spilled oil on the floor. And they're hand scraped uh, hardwood floors. Like that's perfect for this house because it's all like a renovation type thing. So these could be like the original floorboards. Like it was under like maybe like moldy carpet or something and we restored them. And it's freaking perfect. And I decided to use them throughout the entire house. So I think the entire house except the attic has these hand scraped floorboards and they look amazing. Like I love the way they turned out. So I love when things like that just works. It's like the Sims know what you're trying to do and they help you out. It's awesome. I freaking love that feeling. But here we are in the living room. I know someone's gonna say like the best thing about these homes are the fireplaces, and I decided to take that one out and to put in more of a modern one. So I could have put in that grand one, but I don't think it matched very well. But here we are in the living room, just making use of all the space. I actually do something off screen to make it look brighter because when I went back to it, I was just like, it looks so dull and gray and white, and it needed more pops of color. So you'll definitely see it in the screenshots. I think I just turned the carpet green and add a little bit more color. You see me now trying to find a different color, but I don't think it works out, and I just like, oh, skip it. Those beautiful French doors go into an executive office, which is, I didn't think it would fit by there because I think it's a is it a 3 by 3? I don't know. Maybe a 4 by 3. It might be a 4 by 3 room. Or no, 4 by 2. Wow. Is that four? One, two, three. I don't know, I can't count. But it's a pretty small room for an office. So, but we got everything in there and I hope everything works. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, but it looks like it works. It looks awesome. So one thing we started to do with what I what I was thinking, like I don't want this room to lose character because it already started to look very modern. I decided to add in these brick walls, like as accent walls throughout the house. So some rooms have the accented brick wall, which would be like, oh, this was behind the I don't know, the drywall. So, decided to add that in to keep some of the character alive. Also, windows, doors, things like that stayed the same, just they look a little bit better. So, yeah, I was very excited about that. A lot of white walls, but I feel like they get complimented. And I really love the executive chairs. I don't think I've ever did this before. I've seen it before, but I've never done it myself. So I cheated a little bit and got the nice chair because it looked great. So those are the beautiful marble. Okay, all right, there we go. Those are the beautiful marble floors I was telling you about, and the sink, the vanity, and the toilet stays the same throughout all the bathrooms and the medicine cabinets. Medicine cabinets are like they're like worth a lot of money now. Like after watching The Rehab Addict, I think she's like based in like Tennessee or some southern state, and she's awesome. But like vanities and toilets and old fixtures, they just go for a lot in antique shops. So I was like, everyone will keep their same old medicine cabinet and make it work. So the most modernized room in this entire build is the kitchen. And it went from like being, oh, that's a nice kitchen to holy crap, that's freaking modern. So, never used those counters before because I didn't know they came in more colors. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. That nasty brown, that's the default color. I just thought they stayed that. I don't know why. But we add in, there's so much counter space. And we add in this island, and it's just, I just love this space. It turns so modern with there's huge porcelain tiles on the walls and a beautiful stone on the floor. So they really spent a lot of money in this kitchen. But yeah, I really love this build. It was so awesome. But this kitchen is super, I wouldn't even say modern. It's just super different from the rest of the house. I don't think they were like, we're not sparing character in the kitchen. I don't think there's any character in the kitchen. Not at all. I'm so excited for the new cool kitchen stuff pack. It was announced today, the 29th, oh well, the 30th now, but it was announced today that it's coming out August 12th, I think, August 11th or August 12th, and they're gonna have ice cream makers, and they look like there was tons of new cabinets. They said there's gonna be tons of appliances, and we're getting dishwashers for free. So there will be an update a week before the stuff pack is released, and we will get dishwashers. And I'm super excited because hopefully I'll have money by then, and I'll buy both the spa pack and the cool kitchen pack, and it's just gonna be awesome. And I hope they add in like, oh my gosh, I hope they add in blenders and food processors and toasters and more different types of tea and just more appliances. I just want so much more. So many like small things like even a juicer, you know? With the wellness skill, maybe we can start juicing. So I really want to see that, and I would like to see like some kind of like, I want toddlers back. That's what I. Holy crap! I want toddlers back. I just think it's so unrealistic that your child is 1 day old, and then 3 days later they're 10 days old. I mean, well, wow, 10 weeks old. No, gosh, 10 years old. Like, how do you go from fresh out the womb to I'm in the third grade? That's weird. I thought it was very weird. So we need those back. So bring back the toddlers now. Thank you. So this is the boys' room here. I don't know what I was going for here. I just wanted it to be different from any ordinary teen boys' room. So I put in all of this like science stuff, and then I mixed it with like tech savvy stuff. So I didn't know what his like I don't know what his like hobby is, but he has a nice computer and a nice desk that doesn't match anything, but you know, I went for it. And actually in the screenshot, there's something that's really off-putting. Like I got him a science machine, but it's not against the wall, but I totally thought it was. But I go back and I fix it. It's okay. And the download that you can download on the gallery because it's already there, there's more, not more. What? What was I even going for? I don't know. It's fixed. Uh, yeah. I kind of blacked out a little bit there. It's late. But gave him a little, glowing palm tree. So, like I said, all bathroom stays the same. He had no say. The only thing he could change is the walls. And he's boring, and he continued to do the whole black tile. So my new favorite thing are half walls in the bathroom, separating showers from anything. But love half walls in the bathroom, and definitely adds character here with the most detailed uh, frame on the siding. No, gosh, not the siding, on the wall, half wall. So here's the girls' room, and I wanted it to be very feminine, and then I wanted it to be like a child's room, but then it easily turned into a teen's room. So I love fresh flowers and builds. I love flowers in The Sims 4. Like the flowers are amazing. So check out my flower shop. It's called Blooming Buds Floristry, but it was too much, so I just put flower shop. So yeah, if you like flowers and you're looking for a new retail store, go check that out on the channel. But I love this room how it turned out because it's really girly and it's different. Like each teen is different. So I had one who looked like she was more into like computer, social media, stuff like that, and another one who's probably into, I don't know, wall decals. Who knows? But I just like the fact that two different spaces, two different things. And again, here's the non-matching bathroom, but they had to keep everything. So, yeah. Here we on to the ensuite for the master bedroom, and of course we had to get that nice tub in there. Added a little character with the half wall, and I also like that I put the like shampoos and wash stuff on that little side wall, so you can like if you forget, you can easily open the door and get it. Just pretending here. But a his and hers robe, and I think that's it. And another non-matching bathroom. I actually think that's really fun and funky, and it adds to it. And of course, the parents out of this whole thing decided to keep the original furniture that came with the house. That's the store we're going with. So this was the original furniture that was in the attic, and they restored it, and this is now their suite. My game was lagging pretty hard, probably because my computer was super hot at the time, so I decided to save. But yeah, it's nice and white and clean cut, and it's modern, but it also has tons of character. And I decided to put half walls in front of the those bay windows because the roof was sticking in, and I did want to edit it, but it would have taken me a long time. Taken me a long time. So I just put walls in front of it, and it looks natural. It looks like it's supposed to be there. So really happy with how that turned out. Again, off camera, I came back to this room. This is the mini great room for the kids to have their own separate space. I came back and did some editing to that to make it look a little brighter. I think it's the wallpaper that made everything look so dreary. I don't know. It made it look sad, so I went back and fixed it up. But we're coming to an end here with the attic. I just decided to make everything mismatched and rugged, and I just loved how this turned out. And that little carpet is perfect. But yeah, we're coming up to the screenshots, and this build was so much fun. If your Sims playing it, oh my gosh, just let me know because it's like the perfect family home. So again, like I go back and fix things off camera, but you'll see them in the screenshots right about now. So here we are. I hope you guys really enjoyed this build. It was so much fun to make. I had so much fun making it. And you'll get some shots of the backyard as well. So there's a character I was talking about. That just looks like it was built in, some shelving. I went back and changed the color of some things to make it pop a little bit more. Beautiful executive office and dining room and the huge kitchen up to with no character. Well, the door, I guess. And that's the small bathroom. But yeah, this boring foyer, here we go. And I fixed that science center, so it's not that far away. um, and the girls' room again, lots of pinks and things, and that's the great room. Went back and added some things, make sure it looks a little bit more homey. And here we are, the parents' original furniture that they restored, and unmatched bathroom, and there we are, attic, beautiful. and the pool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's on the gallery. Just check DeeSims, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.